Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and goons of all ages. It is time for me to attempt another Nuzlocke. I've been beaten so many times by this game while being perfectly sober. Now it's time to be beaten by this game while really, really drunk. We're doing Pokemon Nuzlocke, except with the drinking game rules. And we'll get into that in just a second when the Nuzlocke formally starts. We gotta get past Nimona, and then we gotta get to the point where we actually have freedom. I forgot I can't hear the game unless I leave Discord and I plug into the Switch too. I was like, I'm gonna stay in the call and hang out with Blythe. And then I forgot that I
just
can't
be
hear.
alone. Bye-bye.
No, it's fine. I can stay here for a little bit until we get past that beginning portion. Besides, if people have seen the beginning of this game a million times, I'm sure they'll appreciate something else being talked about besides the same intro they've seen a million times. Oh my god, I forgot how good the Switch 2 version looks. You can see every scale on Fuecoco's butt cheek. Alright, oh, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna use Ember. Because it's Sprigatito. This fight doesn't matter. It's not possible to lose, I don't think.
That guy is definitely cheating. What the fuck? How does he survive a headshot?
I guess we may as well go over the rules while we wait here. Okay, so I have to drink when using a Pokemon Center. 1 drink times the number of Pokemon healed by the Pokemon Center. Drink on Fate. Drink on Faint. Drink per ball thrown. Drink 5 for missing a catch opportunity. Drink 5 for missing a catch opportunity. That's when you run into the first encounter of the area and you try to get your first catch for that route. If I fail and I either defeat the Pokemon or run from it or for some other reason it escapes, I have to drink 5. And then 1 drink for breaking a rule. And that's kind of it. I actually had to water down the drinking rules a little bit because they wanted me to finish an entire drink when when a Pokemon faints. And it's like, I'm already gonna get to 100 for sure. I always do. I don't think I just want to die. Yeah, they sure are talking. God, they love talking.
Yeah, I did it.
The yapping is strong.
10 tips to make in Night Rain to make your tip sticky.
10 tips in Night Rain to make your tips sticky?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's a single thing in Night Rain that I would want to make me sticky. Alright, other than that, same normal Nuzlocke rules. I'm not doing hardcore Nuzlocke or whatever. I'm not gonna avoid over-leveling because, honestly, it's kind of hard to not over-level in here because the amount of activities that are in the game, it's very easy to just over-level by accident. So, like, if I do, I think his name, Arvin's quest line, it's very easy to accidentally over-level doing that. And I don't want to entirely skip a quest line. Also, there's a lot of opportunities to level up and stuff like that, and by fighting the Team Star or whatever. There's way too many activities. It's like they took the 8-badge challenge and turned it into the 16 and then the 24-badge challenge, and it's just way too easy to level up, even if I try to avoid fighting things out in the wild. So, the starter that I picked this the other day when I was testing Scarlet to see how well it ran, and it immediately ran pretty great. So I immediately picked Fuecoco because I was like, oh, I've never picked Fuecoco. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna Nuzlocke. So let's pick Fuecoco because every time I've Nuzlocked before, I chose Weed Cat, and every single time I lost because the first gym uses Bug type. Everyone chooses Fuecoco to start because you can easily get past Katie and Brassius. All right, we don't have total freedom yet. Not until I'm given Pokeballs. Yeah, that's crazy. I bet you say this to all the new players that are just starting out. Give me the Pokeball. Look at the texture on her clothes. Like, why did they put so much texture on her clothes? And then it was like, oh, I bet this will run perfectly fine on the Switch one. Oh wait, she just gave me a Pokeball. Do we count the Lechonk? I don't think the Lechonk counts because it's a forced fight. I'm gonna say the Lechonk doesn't count because it's the first encounter and it's forced. I'll take the drink though. Alright.
Fucking bastard.
I don't think anyone... Does anyone even count that first one as the, like, first encounter since it's forced? Because the whole point of a Nuzlocke is to use different Pokemon than you typically would, but if I'm forced to eat the little sausage, is that fair? Probably not.
I want a sausage.
You want sausage?
Yeah.
Drink for breaking a rule. Oh, drink 5 for missing a cash opportunity. Yeah, I'll drink the 5. You can go get sausage and we'll eat it. It doesn't take long to cook. Ask for money.
I don't want to do that. I'm just hungry. How is that not a hit?
I wish you brought it up before I started streaming. Like in that hour where we just sat here and said nothing while you played Roblox.
I've been hungry all day. I'm depressed too.
Go make some cereal.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Happy stream. Happy stream. Hee. Happy stream. Happy stream. Hee.
Happy stream. Happy stream.
Happy stream. Happy stream. Hee. Okay.
Grabbing these items. Alright, so I don't know what the available list of encounters is on PokePath, and also I don't know how many Pokemon, like, I don't know how I'm gonna go about handling encounters and getting the first Pokemon for each zone. So it says PokePath has a lot of stuff. A lot of these are in the water only, so I really can't control it. I could just randomly pick one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But Koraidon doesn't count. 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoppip. Okay, we are taking Hoppip. Can't believe they just give out Hoppips for free. You can just go up and take them. Also, I just noticed my counter's not updating to 5 like it's supposed to. There it goes. Alright, let's take the Hoppip. Doesn't matter which Hoppip, all Hoppips are Hoppips. Oh, also, the Fuecoco I've got, it's Calm, I believe, which means that it has special... it has speed boost, but special attack debuff, which means I'm gonna have to find some. I'm gonna have to focus on fire type physical moves. Let's not kill it in one shot. Let's just do a little tippy tap, a little tackle. And then catch. Okay. 17 Pokeballs. Dang, she really does give us a lot. Back in my day, Pokemon only gave you 5 Pokeballs to start with. Actually, I don't remember for sure how much it was. That was a long time ago. That was at least 26 years ago. Let's give the Hoppip a name. What do we call them? Well, we don't have... Oh! Okay, well, I can still change its name whenever I want. But, so... Hoppip is a grass type, and we don't have... We don't have access to Weed Cat anymore, so we gotta call Hoppip something weed-related. Grass Flying. Actually, that kind of works for us. If it actually learns some flying type moves before we get to that first gym, we'll have two Pokemon that can really just beat the crap out of Katie. It's nature, bashful nature. Back to the tracker. We got Hoppip. And their nickname, we're gonna call them... Oh my god. Hash. We'll call them Hash. Hash Ketchum. Alright, let's name them. Ah, dang it. I'm so... Here. Hash. And then their nature is bashful. Is that good for us? It is a neutral one, so okay. And add that to our team. There we go. Having a fletchling would have been cool. Having something that was, you know, fire and flying. That'd be fun. Ooh, almost ran into that Hoppip. Not that it matters. I've left you alone for 5 minutes. Are you getting the hang of Pokemon yet? The only way I'm not going to get super drunk this stream is if for some reason I keep losing, and because I keep failing, I end up spending an hour doing nothing. Pretty sure if I fail, I'm immediately just going to start playing something else. Because I hate going through all of this. Especially since it's unskippable. Get yourself some cereal, Bly.
I guess so.
There's also stuff for sandwiches in the fridge. I'm gonna give it the Rotom phone. No, let's not make this take any longer.
What the fuck?
That HD sandwich.
What the fuck? I need the spread on it. That's what I need.
I should have, like, prepared, like, 10 dummy accounts that have had the beginning portion finished so that I could just switch them and start up immediately, but that would mean spending an entire day, spending like 10 hours getting through the first part just to swap to another account and do it again. He's been powered up by that sandwich. It's the power of rye. Oh, Blythe, you actually have to go make your sandwich. Make yourself a sandwich because this is Pokemon Scarlet and sandwiches are a major mechanic. She doesn't care.
What the fuck? The recoil on that is insane! Fucking jerked my fucking view up to the sky.
Now it's time for the best part of the game, where we can't walk faster than Koraidon. So we just gotta keep speeding up, slowing down, catching up and falling behind the Koraidon indefinitely.
That's the beautiful part of video games. Having walking beside an NPC and your walking speed is too quick, or
Yeah,
you're too slow, but your running speed is.
It's worse than this though, because if you would outrun Koraidon normally, it forces you to go to a crawling pace until you get far enough behind it again that that you can run again. So you're constantly running, catching up next to Koraidon, and then forced to sit back and wait until he's far enough again that you can run again. It's like, imagine if Mario Kart, every time you got, like, directly next to another racer, it forced you to wait until they were past you, and then you could go full speed again. Like, just never allowed to pass. Yeah, get out of here, you mangy mutts. Nintendo really expected you to only have one Pokemon account ever.
What is with the fucking... I feel like all the bullets should be concentrated. I don't fucking know.
That's a Houndoom. That someone left the rim lighting on by accident on the model. Oh, all the Pokemon kind of have rim lighting in here. That doesn't count as a death. I didn't actually get to fight.
Guess I'll make myself a sandwich. Well, we don't have any chips.
Did you eat all your chips?
Yes.
You didn't save them for sandwiches?
I did save them for sandwiches. We've
Oh,
been
okay.
eating nothing but sandwiches the entire time Connie's been gone since I've had those bag of chips.
I've been cooking.
Not enough.
We don't have the money for us to eat, for me to cook more than once a day. Also, I shouldn't be allowed near flammable objects.
Why?
Because I've almost burnt down the house. I don't blame you,
you've been
Koraidon. The same thing happens when I go outside to touch grass. What's up? You're saying something?
I was saying that you cook.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So I mean, you're constantly around flammable stuff. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't. I should be allowed to be. I don't remember crap about Pokemon. I've only played through this one all the way once, and I did not play the DLC.
God damn it.
Arvin, hurry up! I haven't had alcohol in like
What the fuck?
20 minutes.
Why is it shooting pea shooters?
Blythe is playing Roblox. He's playing this game where you get to customize your guns. And you get to make them do weird stuff.
Sometimes it does insane damage. Sometimes it fucking doesn't. Just can't fucking. I'm gambling. I'm gambling at this point.
The run still hasn't started. Or at least I don't count it as starting yet. Because we're still doing unavoidable junk. They haven't given me freedom yet. Squobit's funny because they've always got a mouthful of nuts. Relatable content.
What the fuck is he doing? What is that? I literally could have killed him. What the fuck?
Can't wait for the game to actually start. It's like playing Ruffy all over again. Like, why even let me walk from place to place at this point? Just, like, join the cutscenes together. Save me some time.
Maybe I need to change the bullet? The bullet, maybe?
Wow, main character, look at this. The draw distance is so far now.
I don't know.
But everything still looks like crap in the distance. And my Switch is warm. They should have made the dock open-faced like a sandwich so it doesn't get as overheated. There's not enough vents at the top of the Switch for it to get that heat out. they always underdo the amount of, like, vents. Like, if they put more vents on the back part of it, like, it would probably maintain a cooler temperature longer. Okay, we are now in the next zone. South Province...
Oh, God.
South Province 1. Let's see what our next catch is. We got... Oh, wow, there's a lot of Pokemon here that I just can't get, probably because they come from raids or whatever. Oh, that is actually too many to count. Let's just, I don't know, spin the control stick and walk in a direction. Let's get to the center of this area and then do it.
What the fuck?
Well, how do we want to go about choosing? It's too early to be allowed to do raids.
Choose the best
so
option,
can't
Sarah. Choose the best option.
choose the best option. That's what I'm trying to choose. Oh, choose the best Pokemon is what you're saying?
Choose the best option.
I can't do that. I have to randomly choose.
Choose the best option. Do it. Do it. Do it, Sarah. Do it. You know you want to.
I can't just choose the best option. I gotta choose randomly somehow.
Oh my god.
Meryl, there's Psyduck. That Ultra HD Psyduck that's freaking me out. Some Pokemon were made to not be in HD.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Where are these fuckers coming from? I blink and they fucking appear in my face.
Alright. Oops, I accidentally activated the spinning animation.
What's with the fact of this gun doing 2 fucking damage?
Okay, I'm just gonna check Google and see what people do to randomly pick for Scarlet.
You don't. You get the Pokemon you start with and that's it. I've decided the rules for you. What the fuck? How did he shoot me?
Okay, people say
Oh,
use the raid thing, but there's no raids available this early. So I have to pick something. Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pokemon on screen right now. I'll use a random number generator. RNG 8. That's 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's that Psyduck? That's a trainer. 5 Psyduck. Going with Psyduck. I don't care for Psyduck. Does it know water moves this early? I hope it doesn't know water moves this early. It would suck to lose my starter at the very beginning of the game. Confusion. Okay.
This game sucks.
What game does? Oh.
Weird gun game. The shotgun suck. What?
Wait, Coco almost died.
Come on, Fuecoco. Die! 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 Die!
We'll use a potion on Coco. It's fine. You're gonna use water again, huh? We'll just use a potion. It's fine. Okay, well, I might add a drink per potion. That's 2. Oh, this is gonna be 3. Please use a different move. I don't have any other Pokemon I can send out against you because you're gonna just one-shot the Hoppip. That's 3. Okay, there we go. Tail Whip. We can get an extra hit in. Okay, we can do a catch. Oh yeah, I forgot to drink for the ball I used earlier. Okay, that's 4 because of the ball I forgot to use. Alright. Let's give Psyduck a name. I pressed square again, assuming I pressed X again, thinking it was go back. I don't know why I think that's the go back button. Let's see its nature. Okay. So we got Psyduck. Captured. Nature is gentle. Speed up, defense down. That could work as a sweeper. What do we name Psyduck? Blythe, name my girl Psyduck.
Psycunt.
I can't do that. I don't think it'll accept it.
Miss Quackers.
Quackers?
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Quackers.
Miss Quackers. Let's see if we can fit Miss Quackers. Don't we even have room for a space? Alright, Miss Quackers. Perfect. Alright, let's go beat up this small child. Wait, what's my expected level for fighting the, Katie or whatever? Actually, we fight Nimona again first. Level 8 and 9. And then Katie is 15. Okay. I'm gonna beat your Pokemon, and then I'm gonna put you in a stretcher.
Oh, this is fucking difficult.
They should randomly generate names for the opponent's Pokemon. Because it would make it a little more realistic, because everyone would name their Pokemon if it was the real world. Lechonk is dead. That was it. That was your only Pokemon. Well, I guess it is the first trainer. this was a playground, I would kick sand in your face for crying. Oh yeah, let's also check out my Pokemon. My Pokemon do need healing. I have to drink if I do that. I'd be drinking anyway. Igglybuff. Totally forgot Igglybuff's here on the first route. Oh, I only need to have my team be level 8 and 9. Let's just fight some Hoppips real quick. Oh, where'd they go? I swore they were right behind me. Fido is fairy type. Fido would have been a good one. I'm pretty sure Fido's fairy type. Tarantula. Okay, well, you're weak to fire. Level 7 Hoppip. This will be some good XP. Alright. If I go much further, White Coke will be too strong. But wait, is that rule only for gym leaders? I don't know, there's a lot of interpretation for some of these rules. Can make some TMs to start. I don't think there's very many that we can make, though, with the materials that Nimona gave me. Alright, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't taste the alcohol. I'm gonna have to put in more next time. Alrighty, on to the next location. We gotta go up this hill and defeat Nimona with her terastallized Palmy. It's so great that she gets to terastallize her Palmy while I don't get to terastallize yet. I feel that's like, you know, pumping your Pokemon full of steroids and then making them fight my Pokemon, and I don't get to do anything about it. Oh wait, is this a new locale? Is this a new place on the map? How would I know it's a new location? Because it's not. That's Los Platos East. And that's Messagoza South. So I think this is a new area. Let's see, did we get text on screen? Yes, we did get text on screen. So Los Platos is this town. In South Province Area 1. We can also just check the thing. It says Inlet Grotto, which I didn't go to yet, so I could hop in there. And then South Province A4 and A2. Was this A4 or A2? Or was this A1? A1. A1 isn't until after Katie. That's weird. Let's go back to Inlet Grotto real quick. No, wait, it says I'm supposed to fight Nimona next. Okay, let's just go fight Nimona then. Do I need... I've got 3 decently leveled Pokemon. I mean, I could... It would help me to level up the Psyduck and the other one real quick. The Hoppip. Lechonk. Wait, where's Pneumonia? Oh yeah, I think I gotta go up to the store. Alright, are you ready, kids? Did you battle some trainers on the hill? I did not. I'm gonna one-shot your Sprigatito. Your bag of Cheetos. And then the Pommy is electric type with electric terrestrialize, I believe. Oh yeah, let's see how well the game runs with terrestrialization, since that makes the game chug. The ultimate test for the Switch 2. Alright. Ember. That did not one-shot. That's right, because I've got special attack down and I only know one special attack type move. Wow, speedrunning for this game might actually be quicker if you didn't use super effective moves, because you wouldn't have to listen to the opponent congratulate you on having a type chart on your other screen. I doubt Pommy's gonna one-shot me. Like, fire's not weak to electric. I know that little. Alright, I don't get to terrestrialize, but they get to terrestrialize. That's the first one. It's not gonna be that hard, right? This is definitely where I lose my boy Coco already. Light bulb head. Yeah, I bet terrestrializing's a great strategy when you actually get to do it. You don't let me do it. Oh! Fuego almost died. Fuego, drink the potion, Fuego. That's one. I'll take that. Playing the bar move that fast made life leave my body. Stop it, you monster! He's just a baby! That was close. That was close like twice. Yeah, Fairy Wind. That's a damaging move, isn't it? And it's Fairy type. Yeah. Okay. We'll get rid of Splash because it does literally nothing. That's an easy choice to make. More A-meshing. Oh yeah, there's another fight that's not listed on the Scarlet tracker, and it's still a mandatory fight. It's the fight with one of the Star Goons, so I gotta make sure that I'm fully rested up before I get into that fight. I remember the last time I did it, I almost lost the Nuzlocke to that Scarlet Goon. Oh, do I not get to heal before I do that? Do I really have to do 2 fights back to back? I'm terrestrializing immediately. I love that the game makes it seem like there's so many clothing options, yet I remember going through like every town and finding barely any clothes at each location. It's like they just completely forgot that we liked customizing our characters in the last game. Okay, how are my Pokemon? They're all full health. Okay, so I don't need the Pokemon Center. Fire beats poison, right? I feel like that's a thing. The Pikachu balloon. The Drifloon balloon. Okay, is it both Star Grunts back to back? I'm glad y'all are wearing your helmets, because as soon as I defeat your Pokemon, I'm pushing you down these stairs. You're watching the Disney Channel. Bum, 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 bum. Do I not get to terrestrialize yet? Do I not? I don't get to terrestrialize yet, damn it. Okay, well, I think fire beats poison. No, but it hurts still. Just lay down and die, you little freak. Next. Okay, now I can terrestrialize. I've never seen anyone whose favorite game was Scarlet. I've never heard someone say, like, Scarlet's the best one. wonder if that's going to change now that there's the Switch 2 enhanced version. I'm sure in like a decade from now, after we play through like a billion bad ones, people are going to be like, you know, Scarlet wasn't that bad, actually. It's Young Goose, the presidential Pokemon. Now for the banginest soundtrack in the game. When I first saw, like, images of terrestrialization, I thought it was a joke, or, like, it was a fake leak or whatever. I was like, there's no way that they're gonna make all the Pokemon super forms just be... We're gonna put a chandelier on their head. I prefer Koraidon because why need tech when you can have Caveman ride bike? Caveman red bike. I like Miraidon, but I couldn't find a used version of Violet because people all bought the red one. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna buy a brand new copy and give Nintendo money for it. I'm gonna buy it used and get to play it without giving Nintendo any of my money. And then I bought a Switch 2 a few years later. I wish they stopped, like, adding a new super battle mechanic into every single game. Like, Mega Pokemon was really cool. They should have stuck with Mega Pokemon and added new Mega Pokemon with each iteration. But then they started doing, like, Gigantamax and Z moves and Terrestrialization. It's all the same thing. They just changed the skins and its presentation each time. It's like, it's just like Z moves, but it's like, we're gonna bedazzle your Pokemon. Oh, we're almost to that part where we can see the kids kicking their leggies at 5 frames a second. I definitely remember the game doing that. I wonder if they fixed that. We'll see here soon as we get into our first class. Almost there. We're so close to the freedom, I can taste it. I can smellst it. Hers is kind of cool because it applies to all Pokemon, but I prefer Z because funny animations. I like Gigantamax. Gigantamax is really cool. I might go back to Swish. I had a lot of fun in Swish when I did the bugs only run. Oh, let's see the leggies. Oh, that looks a lot more than 5 frames. Oh my god! They move their legs! They move their legs at a normal frame rate! Oh my god, they're not at 5 frames a second anymore! They really did improve the game! They passed the leg test! Look at that! Look at that! They're all moving at a normal frame rate. I don't know if it's 60 FPS or not, but they're moving their legs, and it doesn't look like a slideshow. My favorite thing about Pokemon currently is mashing A. Nimona, aren't you too old to be in this school? You're like twice as old as everyone else. Also, aren't you a champion? Why are you in school? Why are you in Pokemon Battle School? Has anyone actually taken the classes in this? Like, has anyone actually gone to the biology classes and stuff like that in here? Y'all, you gotta hurry up. I'm about to reach for my drink and drink casually and not as part of the rules. Let's add a little more vodka to the drink. Since I'm gonna be drinking so sparingly. Today I'm drinking Smirnoff vodka. It's the patriotic red, white, and berry version. It was on sale and I was curious. It doesn't taste too bad. I could do shots of it. I don't like shots though. I swear, like 90% of the game's dialogue is all in this first hour. Oh, this cute little Floette phone. I like Arven's aesthetic. I mean, Arven looks cool. And I don't mind his storyline. Kids are still biting into sandwiches that are perfectly full. Actually, I know not 90% of the dialogue is here. 90% of the dialogue is in the Team Star base encounters. I love that there's no voice acting in the game and they have a character whose name no child could actually pronounce. Clive, please make this quick. I'm getting sober. Is that a Zorua? Staff room. Her haircut should be illegal for making us look at it. What barber let you do that to yourself? Because there's no way a barber agreed to give you that haircut. I said I was never going to use turbo on this controller, but now I'm considering it with how much I'm mashing A. I said I was going to put this controller through its paces. Today, it's through mashing A. I like the aesthetic of that character in the background looking at the shelves. And then you only get to know her if you do the classes.
Oh boy.
Yep, that's the gym challenge, alright. Yeah. I'm getting called to the principal's office. Ooh. I never played the Diamond and Pearl remake. Maybe I should do that. Sorry if you can hear that. That's me mashing A. Didn't they say that there was skippable scenes in this Pokemon, and then, like, but there's, like, none that I ever encountered? They're trying more and more to be like the anime. Ugh. Forgot to check if I can increase the speed of the text. Alright, let's check the options real quick, see if we can... Yeah, fast. Skip cutscenes on. Yeah, I've got skip cutscenes on, but I'm pretty sure you don't get to skip anything. This would be perfect for a perfect cutscene to skip, but nope. Starting to wish I played Fortnite again. Blythe, you're being called.
You know, because he's being freaking.
We're almost there. We're so close. If we include the time it took to get started and get to my first Pokemon, this cutscene, in total was taken like an hour and 15 minutes. People say like this takes an hour to get past the all the starting stuff, but it's longer than that. Remember when Pokemon games didn't have story? When it was a JRPG, you could just hop in and play.
Do dishes too.
Why does Koraidon have wheels if I have to run everywhere on him? Let my boy be free. Let him motorcycle. I wasn't listening to anything they said. Let's check the map here. Gotta go here. Alright, Katie's over there. So, we're just gonna go back and do a couple of catches that I missed. Look at that, the game runs at 60 FPS while we're riding Koraidon. Okay, so I think the reason why this South Province isn't counted on the list is because it's barely anything in here. But we should still do a catch here. Yeah, let's just... First one I see that I don't already have. Lechonk. Oh, I could have had Cleffa. It's right, or whatever that thing is. Happening? I don't remember that Pokemon's name. Alright, this will be an easy catch since it was burned. Pokeball and a drink. Ooh, too much alcohol. Ooh, it's spicy. Got a mouthful of Smirnoff on that one. Alright, we're gonna give you a name, and it's obviously gonna be... Admiral Bacon. How much of Admiral can we fit? Admiral Bacon. God, I hope that's how you spell that and I don't look really stupid right now. Alright, and then we gotta go to Inlet Grotto and catch one. Oh, didn't see this super tiny little Igglybuff there. We've already caught from here, so you don't count. Bye. Watch out, Weasel, you drunk ass. You're a VTuber, you always look stupid. Well, your profile picture makes you look like you're a butthole. Alright. Inlet Grotto, first encounter. First thing I see that I don't have. Young Goose. Swell. The most presidential of Pokemon. I'm just gonna throw a ball because how low the level it is, I might actually kill it. By just trying to tackle. And that's a drink. Yeah, we're gonna give it a name. Oops. If I remember how to click the right buttons. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna click A on it, check summary. Change nickname. And I hope he dies first. Is there an easy way for us to get up to the top, or do we have to... Can I swim? Not very well. That answers my question. It's nowhere near me. What are you fucking talking about? I didn't touch that hitbox. Oh, so many Pokemon in here. God, I'm so tired of the little, tiny, hard to see Pokemon. Move, Diglett. Look at that. Look at that. He's like 3 body lengths away from me and it still sets it off. Oh my god. Having to get off a Koraidon so that I can run past all the Pokemon. There's supposed to be a way out of here somewhere? Oh, on the other side. Should I risk jumping for that? Yes. No, what? What is the jump button? B? Okay. Why is the jump button B when A in every other game? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it when buttons are unique for specific games. Like, why would it not just be A? Okay, let's try that again. Phantom Force. Why does Koraidon have the hitbox of a semi-truck? Alright, we're back in South Province Area 1. Oh, is this whole area South Province Area 1? So I actually already have a capture from here, which means I have to dispose of one of my Pokemon already. Did I accidentally break a rule already? Let me check my thing. Yes! Okay, Psyduck was my first encounter, so I actually had to dispose of one of my Pokemon, and then I had to drink because I broke a rule by accident. So, who do we send to Pokemon Jail? There's so many buttons, I'll figure out which one eventually. Okay, so I think Admiral Bacon is the one that has to go, because Admiral Bacon I caught as soon as I left Messagoza. Or the Academy, at least. So, we just got Admiral Bacon, but we already got to say goodbye to Admiral Bacon. How do I store? Where do I store? What? Okay, boxes. Oops. Alright, we have our first death. Goodbye, Admiral Bacon. I'll drink once for your death, and then once for your accidental capture. It should have been me, Admiral Bacon. You did nothing wrong. Alright, so I think that's our only capture. We gotta add the Inlet Grotto one. which was Young Goose, which I have never ever used. And I don't plan to. I will replace it as soon as I get the chance. Oh, whoops, not dead. Oh, random. No, you're not dead. Captured. Why was that Hoppip aggressive? Came out of me. It came out of nowhere. Hey, young goose named Donald. Well, let's see what your nature is. Yes, we do want to learn bite. We are physical oriented. That's a special attack. Alright. And then, let's see. Young Goose. Young Goose is modest. And Donald is not modest, but okay. I'm the best Pokemon. I'm absolutely unbelievable. There's no other Pokemon who has hair quite like mine. My hands aren't small, they're normal young goose size. Alright. I'm sure he'll feel at home. Thanks to me, this will be the best team ever. There's no team quite like mine. Alright, so we gotta go to the academy. And then we gotta go left. Over to where the farming area is. Alright, yeah, it's over here, I think. Oh, there's a raid over there. So now we've got access to raids. I may start just making first encounters, whatever the first raid I see is. We'll make Paldea great again. Blythe. Okay, she's not there. Alright, let's sit. You there?
I'm here.
Oh, Connie's here. Hello, Connie.
Hi.
I am streaming and playing Pokemon and getting drunk.
Oh, so I can't say bad words?
You can probably get away with saying bad words. I've been doing a Donald Trump impression this whole time because I caught a young goose. That's probably nothing worse than I've done.
But
What is that? What is that Pokemon? Is that Aracuda? What is that? I don't know. I'm playing
more like,
Who's this Pokemon?
who's that Pokemon? It's a cunt.
Oh, I'm in offline mode. How do I get out of offline mode?
You go online.
Yeah, how do I online?
You go online.
How do I do that?
You just do it.
Should have thought of that in the first place. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, connect to the internet button.
Doofus.
There we go. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! The fairy! Fuck!
Fuck.
Oh wow, all
It's
this other shit that I
Pikachu.
didn't ask for. Wait, why'd the raid change location? What? What? Where'd my raid go? Is the raid different because internet? Okay, well the next Terra raid is... Okay, electric, psychic. That's it. Well, first one I saw was electric. It's a long ways away. We drunk yet? No, because the game has a 2-hour long unskippable cutscene. Maybe in a bit, though. I gotta be careful not to encounter any of these other Pokemon. Nope. I'm starting to think I can't get up to where this raid is. Is Bug strong against Psychic? I feel like Bug beats Psychic. There really is no way up here. Mareep. I like Mareep. Actually try to jump. Damn. Okay, if we can't grab this one, I'm just gonna go over to the Psychic Terror Raid. Oh wait, here it is. Here's the way up. What the hell is that? No, we're going for this. What is... Oh, it's... What is that? I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's a very, very tiny, shiny, Oh, it's not shiny, it's terrestrialized. It's flying, it's a fire Fletchinder? Is that what that Pokemon's called?
No.
You cannot catch a Pokemon while it's terrestrialized. You'll need to reduce its HP to break through its transformation first, and then you can catch it. Level 15. Okay, dang. Okay, let's just try not to die. Or let's terrestrialize ourselves. Steel cage match! That did nothing. Okay, bite. Let's bite again. Oh no! Critical hit! God, fuck this game. No. Fuego. Am I? Oh, please don't tell me I'm just about to get... Oh, they're all so low level. I lost before the run even began. I didn't even get the first gym. It's so over. I hate this fucking game. I'm not playing through another hour and a half of story just to get killed by another zesty-ass Fletchinder. Okay. Alright, Quackers, your water type. Get in there.
What's the matter, side quest boy? Afraid you might finish something?
Okay, water gun. No, it's over. Quackers, please, you have to survive. I need a fire-type Pokemon for Katie. Is it not enough that you took my boy from me? Do you have to take Psyduck too? Potion. Pussy. Nah, I have a rule. I take a drink if I use a potion. There goes Quackers! God damn it, it's over. It's gonna... As soon as Hash goes out, it's gonna hit with a fighting type, with a fire type. I'm gonna sacrifice every Pokemon I can to catch this one Fletchinder. Okay, Fairy Wind. It flailed? Okay, there's a chance. Break out of... That wasn't enough. It's over. Yeah. Next Pokemon. Should have just walked towards the raid. And just a bonus for failing the run. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't sit through another hour and a half of just mashing A. I don't have the attention span for that. This game reeks. Scarlet's terrible.
Not even the update could fix it.
Not even the update fixed it because it's still an hour and a half of unskippable everything. Alright, we're switching over to Scarlet and Violet. Not Scarlet and Violet, Swish. Did I get rid of Swish? Oh no, I think I got rid of Swish. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to release all my Pokemon. I'm going to start from the first route, redo all my catches, and start from there. I haven't beaten the first gym, so there's no point in me going through and watching all that dialogue again. So I'm just going to go back to the first place. I'm just going to catch the first one from there. And then I'm going to recatch all of them and get caught back up here. And once I catch this one, I'll release all the ones that I have. Well, I'll put them all in the dead box. Okay, back to Cabo Poco. I'll catch the first thing I run into here, and then I'll put Fuego back in the box. Let me take the team tracker off since it's probably going to change. Let's see. Where did I put it? Window capture 7, I believe it was. Sword and Shield were fine. It's just this one that sucks. Alright, let's give Tarantula a name. Alright, Connie, what do you want to call Tarantula?
Oh, what?
Tarantula, it's a bug Pokemon. It's a little
fuck
spider.
out bug. I don't know.
Bug.
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 It's a spider, but you're gonna call it bug.
Yep, spider called Bug. Alright, I need to get Bug to at least level 5 real quick before I swap them over. It might take a second. Do you think Legends EA is going to be worth half the hype? People really like Legends, but I don't know. I don't pay full price for Nintendo games anymore. I buy them used. Excuse me. Where's Blythe?
I don't know.
Blythe!
What?
Oh, well, I was like, where's Blythe? And you didn't answer.
I was doing dishes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't tried the Legends Arceus yet. It's one of the ones that we wanted to try that we never got around to. I wanted to do the Diamond and Pearl remake, but yeah, I kind of retired my Switch early because I have a launch edition and it didn't run very well. And now I have a Switch 2 and everything runs good on it. Now I'm playing it all the time. I can't believe you can even encounter a Pokemon in the wild that's a higher level than the gym for that area. That's crazy. That just shouldn't be a thing. It's chasing me! It's chasing me! Okay. Oh, well, Bug's not at level 5 yet. This game is perfectly fine if you treat it as a one-time playthrough kind of game. And the problem is that it sucks for replaying because of that unskippable hour and a half of dialogue. We almost have our new starter. It's gonna be a bug type Pokemon. The worst Pokemon type. The only thing good about it is that it evolves early. Bug types usually tend to evolve early. This should be the last one needed to get it up to 5. Honestly, I think Game Freak is getting tired of making Pokemon games, and it's starting to show.
They're actually making a new game that's not Pokemon.
They do that a lot, actually. There's quite a few non-Pokemon games that are made by Game Freak. Like that elephant game that I can't remember the name of. But people only care about the Pokemon games.
Right.
It's like being famous for, like, drawing one type of art, and then you try to draw something else that you actually like for once, and then then it gets no likes.
Yeah, everybody hates it when I draw fat bitches.
Alright, so we
their
got
new game's called Beast of Reincarnation, though.
Beast of Reincarnation. That sounds like it goes hard as fuck. Like, that's gonna be like a JRPG or something.
Yeah, it's a, let's see. It's a post-apocalyptic RPG. Oh, it's an action RPG, like Nier Automata and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
I mean, I'm fine with Pokemon being the same every year, but, like, I also like Call of Duty, so... I mean, I'm fine with them making mid-games every year, as long as the mid-game is the same game as the last one. Okay, so South Province Area 1. We're technically in South Province Area 1, so I'm gonna catch Fletchinder. Because it's a fire-flying type, it's gonna be super useful. If it doesn't kill me immediately. I don't know if I drank for the last one, but... Alright. Blythe, do you want to name our pet bird? I hate it when you back out one too many times and it deletes it. Blythe?
Huh?
You want to come up with a name for my pet bird?
Flocka.
Flocka? Okay.
Yeah.
Flocka.
I forgot how to change Pokemon names. There it is.
I named her Spider Pokemon Bug.
Flocka. Alright, let's go fight some bug-type Pokemon for a minute to get Flocka leveled up to 5. Yeah, I think the reason this Pokemon was so bad is because it was made to be put on the Switch 2, considering it came out after 2020, which people rumored is when the Switch 2 was getting worked on in the first place. So I think this was probably made to be a launch title for the Switch 2, and then they were like, oh crap, Switch 2 is not going to be done in time because of COVID and stuff like that, so we gotta let this come out now on the Switch 1 instead. So they had to scale it back, and then that's why it turned out to run like shit. Because I think Scarlet, not Scarlet, Sword and Shield were perfectly fine. People, of course, complained about the lack of a national dex, but they were having to make all of them in 3D again. So it's a lot of work. You can't really expect them to make 1,000 Pokemon 3D models in just a short amount of time. It's unreasonable.
The fuck I can't.
And people are like, why don't they use the Go models? Because Go isn't Game Freak. That's Niantic.
Yeah, same difference.
Use a potion. I mean, it's easy to say whatever we want about it, but the reality is we don't know what's going on behind those closed doors. I mean, I don't know anything about game development, especially not on the large scale. And Pokemon's the biggest franchise on the planet, because of merchandising and TV and cards, it's not just the game. The games play a small part in it. I'm not gonna lie, this is a shit Pokemon. You will not hear me call this a good one. They did a lot different and they tried a lot of new stuff, and that's cool, but I hate open world games. I'm so tired of them. And the hour-and-a-half intro is bad, but it's not something for me because they've said long ago that Pokemon isn't being made for the people to replay it. They're made for people who are playing it for the long haul. They're made for people who have one save file and collect everything. And if they're not made for me, well then that's it. I've got plenty of other Pokemon games that were made for me, I guess. Like they're never gonna officially support Nuzlocks. And Pokemon fans should go, okay, well, if they're not going to do that, then it's time for us to move on. Let's go support someone else that will do that. And people were like, Temtem's the Pokemon killer, and then nobody fucking played it. There's numerous Pokemon-like games that come out all the time that all have, like, Nuzlocke support, and no one ever talks about them or supports them. Because the average person doesn't actually want that. The average player doesn't want to do anything with that. I mean, they probably already put a lot of money into the games. I think there's probably something about working with a massive team that makes things harder to do. When you're doing it indie, when you're doing it on your own, like, the only person you have to talk to and pass things through is yourself. When you're working with a massive team of, like, 100 people, like, there's a chain of command and stuff like that, and it takes time to approve things, and you've got a board to work through. I gotta get my next catch, but I think I need to get Fletchinder to 8 or 9 at least. Well, yeah, that goes without saying. Shareholders and business and stuff like that definitely makes life for employees worse. But I definitely think that having too many cooks in a kitchen is going to result in the food not being the best quality. There's definitely such thing as too many people on a project.
Also, kind of, yes, things are fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're fine, we're just... Everyone in the house is getting bored of the same few things for dinner.
I'm just bored in general.
If you want other things, I can buy you some things right now. I got
She
my
doesn't want to
paycheck
ask you, though.
It's fine that mess.
I'm just bored. That's all it is. I'm literally playing an Attack on Titan Roblox game right now.
I don't think they need to make the Pokemon team bigger. I think they need to be allowed to work on things longer. I really do think this one wasn't a problem with time so much as a problem with it was made for a different system. And like now in retrospect, now that we have the Switch 2 and we know when it was being worked on, it's pretty easy to say like, yeah, this was made to be on the Switch 2. It's just the Switch 2 took longer to make than they were expecting it to. I think that's also why the upgrade patch was free, because they were like, oh, yeah, this was made to be on the Switch 2. We kind of owe them this. I mean, Scarlet's finished. It's not broken. Well, it played like shit before, but it's fine now. Like I said, you won't hear me saying this is a good Pokemon. This is definitely a Pokemon game made for the anime kids and not for the people who play the games. All games are broken at launch. Even old games were broken at launch. People are like, games never released in a broken state, as if Star Fox wasn't garbage at launch. It's just games have gotten in bigger scope, so it's harder to get them perfect the first time, as soon as they come out. But yes, I will agree that they definitely neglect games and release them in an unfinished state, and will go, okay, we can just patch it later. I definitely will agree that there is a patch it later mentality. But I don't think it's a little disingenuous to pretend old games came out perfect.
My goodness.
I almost drank recreationally. We need to... Something needs to die soon. Okay, Fletchender is level 9. We have good stuff. We need to go to Inlet Grotto now and do our next catch. Well, Ape Escape also got a lot of special attention because it was designed by Sony to work with that special controller that they were releasing at the time. The one with the analog sticks.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, we can
baby.
we can pick and choose little ones that succeeded and didn't work, because there's just as many that did work perfectly fine as there was that didn't work perfectly fine. I think the first one I saw was the Houndoom, so let's go with the Houndoom.
Sucks. This is actually pretty fun.
But like I said, the scale has changed. The team that made Ape Escape is nowhere... It wasn't working on nearly as big of a project as games nowadays are. Oh, I killed it. That's a bungled catch, so that's 5 drinks.
Oops.
Oh, there's so many Pokemon in this cave, I hate it. Like, people, like, back in the day, like, video games, like, on the NES and SNES and stuff like that, they didn't take an entire year to make most of the time. And so scale has definitely changed quite a bit.
Baby, let's go.
Like, I remember the video I did on E.T. People were saying, there was reviews of E.T. where people were saying, this feels like it was made in only 5 months. And yeah, it was made in only 5 months. All Atari games at the time were made in only 5 months.
How do I feel? How do I...
CDs were cheaper. But I agree that, I also agree that the multi-disc thing should have stuck around. Like, I think the last multi-disc Final Fantasy game that I remember playing was, 13. And then, from then on, they had you always download the rest of the game from the internet. It sucks. And that's shitty behavior. And like I said, I don't disagree that all of that stuff is shitty and bad. But it's just like, you know, things have changed. Everything has changed. It's not as simple as just like, they're doing it to be shitty. Lots of companies are doing it to be shitty, but there's concessions that have to be made with changes and time constraints. The biggest problem is games are a business now, and not something we do for passion.
Oh, my leg.
Alright, that's a heal, and that's 2 Pokemon healed. And I did not need to do that, but I'm drinking anyway. Yeah, you're trying to convince the wrong people, though. It's not the developers who do this shit, it's the publishers.
It's not the publishers.
It is the publishers. The publishers decide like timelines and stuff like that. Konami was the publisher, and they were the people that were abusing their work staff, their staff. Like, it's a... The publishers are the ones that do timelines and make the deals and stuff like that. They're the ones that get the stuff put on to physical product. The developers are the ones who make the games, but the ones who get the final say are usually the publishers or the companies they make deals with. Excuse me. I have to get my Fletchender a little higher. Because Katie is 14. How do I keep forgetting how to get off? But you reduce the scope of the game, and the game falls apart in other ways, too. Like, they had to reduce the scope of Scarlet to make it fit on the Switch 1.
Oh, let's go, baby!
Okay, so I did my catch. Can this Fletch... Oh, is that my Fletchender? Yes, okay. I was panicking. I thought it was a random Fletchender that was coming after me. Alright, so...
Say his actual name.
Oh, sorry. I forgot Fletchender's name already. Flocka. Flocka.
Big Flocka.
Okay, so 1. Missed that one. 2. I need to go out there and get that capture. I think I do need to get Flocka a little higher, though. I just think Ubisoft shouldn't exist. We should just delete Ubisoft.
And EA. EA literally makes the same games over and over
Yeah,
again.
get rid of EA as well. Activision
Kill
gets
Todd Howard.
Activision needs to be remade. I don't want to delete Activision because I like Call of Duty, but Activision it needs to be remade. They've messed up a little too many times.
Also take out Randy Pitchford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Randy Pitchford makes really bad games, and he gets so cocky about it, and something just needs to be done about him. He's like, oh, it's y'all that are the problem, not me, who's been making shit games since I've started this been in this industry. Like people so quickly forgot Aliens Colonial Marines. I want to try Mario and Rabbids Kingdom, but I don't like rabbits.
Creepy.
They're too much like minions, and I think rabbits came first, but I don't like them.
I think they're funny.
They remind me of those dolls in Walmart, the Fuglies.
Fuglies.
You know what I'm talking about? Those stuffed
I know
animals
what
with
you're
the
talking about.
with the teeth.
Oh god.
12 should be good. Let's go back out there and we'll go with the psychic one. We'll go with the actual Terra raid. I definitely think Pokemon should go back to being 2D, or at least 2D, 3D, like black and white.
Oh baby, let's go.
Pokemon with a Paper Mario theme. It could be interesting. I mean, they've already done a bunch of toy versions of Pokemon, like Pokemon Quest had those voxel Pokemon, and then they had Pokemon Rumble, which had the Pokemon that were, what's it called? They looked like little wind-up toys. Alright, so let's check the map. There's another Pokemon that's fucking glowing out there, and I don't want to risk it. But I know those glowing Pokemon are good. Should I get Fletchinder to 14 since we're going to be fighting Katie and Katie's 14 anyway? So it's whatever Pokemon I accidentally run into, or the Terra Raid or this glowing Pokemon. Just let me fall down the cliff, jeez. Smoliv. Smoliv is such a cute Pokemon. It's so tiny, though. I hate accidentally running into them.
Oh my god, I'm going insane. No! No!
Let's see what this glowing Pokemon is about. It's a Diglett. It knows rock-type moves, and I'm pretty sure rock beats flying.
You know, Sarah, I think you're working your brain too much. I think you need to come have fun with Attack on Titan Revolution with me.
I'm okay. I've had enough Attack on Titan today.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll join you later if I fail again.
Remember this fan game that was like made like a while back, where like all the models were like little chibi characters?
Yeah, Rook was talking about that when we started watching it.
And I remember, I remember it looked really bad when it was first being made, but like it got progressively better. But like the actual skill ceiling for it was fucking ridiculous. Like you actually had to have speed and then also accuracy in order to kill the little titans in the game. It was fucking nuts. And you also had gas to worry about as well.
Yeah, in this one you have Gas and your Blaze to worry about.
Yep, and the blades. That's blades.
If I hop on that, though, I'm gonna end the stream. But that's only if I fail again. If I don't fail, I'm gonna keep going.
I think it would be funny to watch Sarah play Attack on Titan while drunk.
The problem is that you can't do
Absolutely.
anything related to Attack on Titan without people getting really annoying about it.
Fair enough.
People don't understand that it's a critique of fascism, and they think, oh, it glorifies it. No, it very clearly critiques it.
Does it?
The people... It does critique it. Oh, god damn it, I gotta catch this Diglett now. Alright, I guess we're catching a
Thinking my
Diglett.
ass beat.
Don't kill it.
Kill it.
Okay.
Kill it. Destroy the child. Also, I don't think anyone who has been watching fucking Attack on Titan is gonna watch you, Sarah. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I'm saying the people who don't watch it are the ones that are the problem, because they go based off of what other people tell them about it without actually having seen it themselves. Because
I mean,
no
it's
one,
just bad.
because no one wants to watch 100 episodes of it to get to the point where they actually go like, hey, fascism bad. Name the Diglett. The Diglett's a boy. What Pokemon is the most edible? Oddish. If you can't get people to watch a 100-episode anime, there's no way you're going to get them to read a 100-chapter manga. Name the Diglett. Name my Diglett.
Chance.
Chance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's do this Terror Raid real quick to get the EXP candies to catch all the Pokemon up, and then we'll go and we'll do the fight. I'm not gonna catch this, I'm just gonna defeat it. So my Pokemon can't be higher than 14 when I fight Katie. Or, I said that I wasn't gonna worry about over-leveling if it accidentally happens. But it's not gonna accidentally happen, the things around me are too weak. Yeah, if the filler's a problem, just skip the pages. I don't like this Pokemon. This Pokemon's weird. Doesn't even look like a Pokemon.
I gotta go.
I will not be
Okay.
catching it. Alright, let's take a look at those candies. There we go, that caught him up. Then single EXP candy on Flocka to bring them up to... Oop, they overleveled. Okay. A single medium XP candy. Okay, yep,
There's
that's
a
14.
fine line. Bruh, how do you misspell thin?
Alright, let's go fight Katie. Do any of them have any HP damage? Yes. So we need to go heal. Which means drinky poo. Don't need tutorials. I'm too strong for that. I'm never gonna beat a Nuzlocke of this game. It's over for me before it ever began. Like, everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Just when I think I'm free of all the dialogue, they bring me back in. Alright, I gotta do the olive roll. This is the thing I hate about this game out of all the things, is the damn mini games before every gym challenge. Oh wait, do I... Yeah, I do have to go all the way over there. Aw, Hairquash is cute in 3D. Hi, Hairquash. She's supposed to be the bug-type gym leader, and then she's got a course that's designed after spider webs. Those are arachnids, you idiot. The way this works is you just roll the olive to the goalpost, and then if you want to take shortcuts to get through the course without doing as much rolling, you have to do Pokemon challenges against other trainers. So you can just avoid having to do any trainer fights and go through this way. Come on. Okay, no need to do tricks on it, just get in there. Yay, a one-off mechanic that we'll never see again. Oh, okay, over there. I don't think this counts as a new area. I think that's all part of South Province too. Now it's time for the real fight. We've got we've got a bird fire type Pokemon that can do lots of extra damage. And then the rest of the team is practically useless. Unless it just so happens that Diglett knows a rock type move and I didn't realize it. This lady has ended so many of my runs because her Teddiursa knows Fury Cutter. And what Fury Cutter does is every time that it's used, it builds in power each time it's used until a certain cap. But at that certain cap point, it gets to be a one-shot kill. So you have to sweep her, which is why most people choose Fuecoco to start with. Just to get past her and Cassius. Brassius. Sorry, I gave him a real name. Now, I don't remember what this Pokemon terrestrializes into. I don't know what... Okay. Flocka terrestrializes into normal type. That doesn't do me any favors. I think I'll actually lose my stab bonus if I do that, because it'll be just regular normal, so I think we're just gonna peck our way through. One down. That's the easy one, though. We are going to keep Flocka out. Tarantula. This one's just another easy peck. And it was a critical. Okay, well, it's more defensive than I thought, because that should have been a one-shot. Now, Teddiursa is going to immediately terrestrialize into Bug type, and then it's going to use Fury Cutter, most likely. I don't think Fury Cutter will one-shot. I think I'm going to terrestrialize into a normal type and then use one of my normal type moves since I'll get the bonus damage. I'll have, like, double stab, essentially, which should be the same as it being super effective. Yeah. But I also feel like that's throwing. We do it. We ball. We still got two other Pokemon that are 14. As long as it can't build up too much Fury Cutter, it'll be fine. I'm not expecting a one-shot here. Yeah. Fury Swipes, there it is. No, that's not Fury Swipes. That's not the move I thought it was. Okay, so we're gonna swap out into... If I swap out, I give it a free hit. If I stay in, it's gonna kill Flocka. If I stay in and heal, it's also a wasted turn of Terrestrialize. I could go for a quick attack, hope it gets a lucky crit like it did on me. But then I would definitely lose Flocka, and then I would be down a fire type, and fire type would be super useful for early on. I need it for Brassius still. It's gonna use physical type moves. Maybe I can... I can't really check... Can't summary check, can I? Okay, I can. 19, 16, 18. So it's not going to make a big difference. No rock moves. Out of all the ones I'm most okay with losing, it's got to be the Diglett. So we'll swap in the Diglett. Yep, she's using Fury Cutter. There it goes. Critical hit. Of course it was. And down goes our Diglett. I'll send in Bug. Bug is Bug type. Man, I should probably stick with a Pokemon game that I'm really familiar with, like Emerald or something. It's Bug type, so it's not going to take extra damage from Bug, other than the stab bonus, but then it's going to resist Bug a little bit. I don't think in total that reaches over it, so let's use a potion. No, let's use a super potion. Yeah, for Fury Cutters. Almost one-shots. Which means for sure, Fletchinder will get one-shot by it the next time it does activate it. I don't think Bug is going to outspeed it. It's over, again. Should have just went with Peck. I shouldn't have Terrestrialized. Yep, Fury Cutter again. That's 3 times in a row that it's used it. I think it's at max power now. It's over. Why do I suck so much at this? Why can't I ever just... Like, there's always something that prevents me from, like... from winning this fight. Hades shouldn't be this hard. The problem is that I just did that random fight and risked Fuecoco and lost, and that was my own fault. Nope. Nothing. Fury Cutter, dead. Yep. Game over. I will never beat a Nuzlocke of this game ever. I think what it is that the game just wears me down with the first hour and a half of dialogue. Alright, well, it was terrible while it lasted. Thanks for watching, everybody, but I am not doing an hour and a half of dialogue. I'm not going to recatch and do all that again. If I am never playing Scarlet ever a fucking again. Worst Pokemon game. I will, if I ever do a Nuzlocke ever again, it's going to be on Emerald or something that I'm familiar with. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.